steps I follow before entering a trade. I have to delete this thing. I want to show some very, very open charts, an empty chart with no setup at all. Most of my trade are usually on yen pairs, GJ, pound yen, and euro yen, then UJ, USJPY. Although recently USJPY has been I don't even know what to describe it. But then I have had one TP on this pair this week. Today's actually 10th of February 2026. I had one TP this week already. Last week I had two TPs on this yen, on this GJ. So how do I analyze before I enter? Of course, I can trade counter trend most times, depending on where the market is, because I've bought and I've sold too. Yeah, you can see GJ is, if you go to the daily time frame, you see that it's basically bullish. Yeah, but the fact that the market is bullish doesn't mean that every buy you make will be successful. It doesn't mean that if you buy at the wrong point, you'll be stopped out. So the fact that the market is bullish doesn't mean you should just come and enter for buy any way you want, which means it can be bearish at some point. So it's been bullish for days and days and days and days and days since, which day is this? This is since April of last year. Yeah, since April of last year up until now. This is February 2026. It's still bullish. So how do I analyze my trades? The day time frame actually gives me the direction of the trend pretty much. Well, I don't mark up my points with my chart with the day time frame. It just gives me the perspective. Where is the market going? Has it hit a major point? You can see that on the daily time frame actually there's this strong resistance you have here. You can see it's kind of strong. That's where the market has started. But then if you mark up your charts with the daily time frame and you're not a swing trader, you would wait for days before it gets to your point of interest. Yeah, so now let's drop to 4 hours time frame. You can see that from the daily time frame, let me go back to the daily time frame. You see that there's this very strong bearish movement. Yeah, you can see this big red candle that dropped from the very top to this very low. Yeah, so now we'll go back to the 4 hours time frame to see the key levels. I'll show you guys the if you go back, if you just scroll up, you'll see the trade I took today, being the 10th of February. This is where I saw that entry, and this is exactly the way I spotted that trade. If you look here, you see this 4 hours here, this 4 hours line here. Let me draw it. Let me mark it out. Yeah, this one here. It stops at the neck of this week. This particular week here at the neck. And then it held here. You can see that this 4 hours candle came here, closed the week. This one didn't touch it. Yeah, and then if you draw this same line back to this place, and just for context, I actually use Owanda as my broker. It gives me a clearer chart. You could just test out and know which one works better for you. But most times most traders I know do Owanda, and you could also do paper stone. Yeah, but what I use is Owanda. Except when a candle broke and it didn't break, like for instance now, if this candle here now, yeah, if the body of this candle was here, I'll just check another broker to see if it's actually broke. It could just be some slight differences. Yeah. Now, there's a point here. The week of this candle. That's what this one respected. Yeah. And close it a week. Close it a week. Now, when it broke that particular resistance, now it became support. That's what held this candle to go up to this point, and then it started coming down. For those who do trade Malaysian, you see this is a miss, this is a miss. Yeah. And then it came again and pushed it back. Now when it broke, it will definitely come down, because it broke with a body. Yeah. After this retest, usually once I see this stuff in my setup, when market comes to a point, goes back, comes to a point and go back, it comes to a point, break, closes with a week, goes back, then I know that that place is a strong place. Once market breaks with the body, I enter for the trade. In this case, a sell setup. Now, this is where I sold, and that is why I sold. Yeah. And then my stop loss is here. This the week of this candle. And then my TP was, what was my TP? Actually, this is where my stop loss was. I used this particular candle here. Yeah, the week of that candle. And then my TP was actually here, not there. My TP was here. Is this far? Okay. This my TP was this candle here. Yeah. So that's the trade I took, and that is why I actually took it. Now, to make it more detailed, you've seen that if you wanted to go with break of structure, yeah, you would have this, because I've been trading GJ for a very long time, and this is exactly the way I approach the market. The bias has changed from, because if you drop this chart now to this low, this high, this is the highest high, this is a lower high, this is another lower high. It's indicating the market has actually turned from bullish to bearish. Yeah. And then it's coming down, broke a support. Yeah. That's what makes my A setup A plus setup. Yeah. When it has changed structure and then was able to break a strong support or resistance, then I can enter for a bias or sell, depending on the scenario of the trade. So we'll see in the next trade, guys. Lever FX here. Peace out.